Morning, man. How y'all doing? I'm jumping in the Ultimate Team today. I ain't played NCAA in a minute, so I'm trying to catch up because they're giving away 99 cards. I had no time. I've been investing my time in someone else. So now it's time for me to take it. So if I lose today, don't answer me. I'm gonna try my best.
It's how you make it better that matters.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Bob. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Grabbed over the middle, it's right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. On the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where did I put my head? I put my head on the football.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got an open man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, LSU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the big fullback. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
The give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you call him. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one.
And he was
see
on
if
the
they
block.
can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Looking for a man, it's Chang. That's caught, it's Young. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the catch on the right side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in 1 single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second.
Snagged out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, 14
Defense has to be
14
better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fullback's got it. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Washington. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lets it fly. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Chang. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. And he got enough enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout.
You know what's so crazy? They're pissing me off so bad about this game. They never get those the touchdown.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the air. It's Chang. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the grab and gets the first down. What a job for a huge game there.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one splits the upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Berry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To throw, it's Chang. Pressure coming. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Young. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. And And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Chang. Get it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And they guard take off all the way.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where.
Come on, man. It's safe to sit back there with this
Trip to the end zone.
I don't even know it's safe.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping out the backfield, throwing the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's on. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one by now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
I'm tapping my heel.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And runs through another guy. Big running play. Gets it out to the 20 before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand. I can't go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to throw. It's Washington. Pocket breaking down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a grab along the left sideline, got the foot down in a strong throw, put it right on the money. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, this is booty, bro.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off the play fake.
Man, why you gonna come back this way? Why you gonna, that was the dumbest decision, bro. You over the line and you come back. That was stupid. See, they know how to miss Overton, man. That's why I stopped playing. They make my head hurt, bro.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Chang. Under fire. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort.
Knock it down.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line.
I bet you some scared shit of to actually feel the punt.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires deep for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. With jet sweep pass.
I don't get flipped when y'all. That's the most dangerous part, though. When they catch the interception and the field reverse.
Really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear they're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Chang. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Let's it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings they've been. They're simply executing
like
at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Tight end now in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
He raised the whole time.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Give to the fullback. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Yeah, he
On
ain't
the
better
move.
than me.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of
retarded.
scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work? And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And this sucked. We having games. We had highlights.
Fielded in the end zone. It's blocked. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. On the option. Finding open areas. Turning it on. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but we'll get you next year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Like me are hard of hearing. We have difficulty hearing and understanding. So I use these earbuds. This is my hearing aid, and this is my cochlear implant. When they speak, I can watch their lips. That helps me too.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He's going to take a shot right away. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Handoff to the fullback. Sweet cut there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
To the air, it's Washington. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Hey,
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose on the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. The big fullback's got it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him down with this offense to set up first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Under fire. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Run it with the fullback. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll run the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Green Wave lines up mere inches away from converting on third down. They'll go to the fullback. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down for them.
Running to Green. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
To the air, it's Washington. Quick strike complete. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Got a man. It's right. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Dances away. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And the defense got it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time.
You can paint on a giant piece of paper. You can take the paper to the wall and even take it down if you want to change it later.
Good idea. Thanks, Grandma Super.
Second and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Bringing the heat. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Got it behind the line. It's right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Dwayne comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. They'll move the tight end. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I think he lost it in the sun. He muffed it.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
LSU quick to the line. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew. But I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sticks it in his belly. At the 35, he's open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Pavia. He hurls one deep down the left side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Got the first down. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Going to swing it on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they...
Caught at the 25! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This time on target. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Caught in the backfield, it's Webb. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field.
Wide open. He makes the catch. There he goes. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half.
The extra point is blocked. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. looking to pass. It's Pavia. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll send the back in motion. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting
a full dive to haul that one in. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Goes to the option. They'll try the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game, because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Greenway.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. It's caught. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Gets it out quickly. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
And what good defense to be sound, to be disciplined. Listen, they don't throw to the fullback often, but they were ready for it, kept their eyes on their keys, went and played it, tackled the fullback for a loss.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The give to the tailback. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you're even trying to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking.
And the ball's out there after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What are you doing? Taking it back. Isn't anyone else?
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They just They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been.
He'll take a deep shot here. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become...
I'm gonna be the first to scream Sweet Shots because maybe y'all don't understand the context of why he did what he did to Gucci. Man, Gucci tried to play him.
Should we call Grandma Super to come and get you?
No, I can sleep a little. So first is the jump, then we use the jump stick, and then second is the start of the half. And just wait till I show you the few legs.
doesn't have a criminal history, doesn't have a criminal record. He's been making music for a number of years. He and Pooh Shiesty kind of came up in the music game together, and they were sort of like, they're very close, and they made, you know, some magic.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Give to the running back. The ball squirted out. And he gets back on top of it, and a first disaster. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Scarlet Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hobbs. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Locke. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They're working that left side. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Zings it complete to the right. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Tell you, the fullback, he's just not a guy that you're going to tackle and catch, right? You got to bring this guy down on the ground. He can make people miss. He's got a little bit of speed. He showed you it right there.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Trainer. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Moore. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle. It's Hobbs. Inside the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The Scarlet Knights looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in. It's Moss. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Got it in the middle, it's right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He's going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Took care of it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Rutgers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out from the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Trainer. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Love. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And how great is it to see the most athletic athletic position on the field, doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Quick toss. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Here comes the heat. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights will go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and of course they go out and get it.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looks wrong like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Goose egg. And this should be a game ball for the defensive coordinator. They have been lights out all game long, stopping the run, stopping the passing attack to come up with a big interception to really put us.
Takes it the other way.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Hobbs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with the coaches. You're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Please take off your helmet and put on your baseball mitt. Can you show Grandma and Jackie what we do to get ready to catch the ball?
My mother taught me that when it's my turn to catch the ball, I should pretend to be a gardener. Like this. Ribbit. I want to try. A catching Here's Dodgers and T-ball players. Big and big.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Culpepper. Taking a shot on the first play. Intercepted in the first drive in for the pick. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top of the pick. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring it down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Going right to work up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Pulls it in. It's Delp. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Pavia. That's caught. It's Rogers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at...
Turning it on! He's brought down the one. A play for this offense. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Give to the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The 50. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the big fullback. Can't get him to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Sending the offense back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that take.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Jukes his way for more. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. The give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Bush. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looks as if he's gonna run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. He'll throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Pavia. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To throw, it's Pavia. Fires beautifully in on the
Fall down! All in open field.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds a tight end. Will not get there.
First, bro. This game full of shit, man.
Fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Dropping back, it's Culpepper. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gator. What what momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Fabia. It's complete to the left. Got room at the 35. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down, still moving.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's a heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Culpepper. He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, put out a better effort.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That prison time messed up your memory. I'm clean off that shit. You're the one that's Jesus, no! Please! Stop it! I can't stand hearing him. I'll do anything, please! Okay, I'm signing. You're released from your contract. Please don't make me disobedient. Hell yeah, I got released from the contract. And I'm robbing
Yeah.
What?